There are 9 brutal truths about being a coach that I only learned after 4.5 years and working with over 400 clients. But if I'd have known these sooner, I could have landed more clients and hit $50,000 a month way faster. So in this video, I'm sharing with you the hard lessons I wish I would have known from day one so you can skip the pain and blow up your coaching business. Brutal truth number 1. Have you ever had someone sign up for a few sessions and then they completely disappear? You'll email, you'll check in on them, but they go silent. Well, it's not your fault. Sometimes people are just dealing with things that you can't fix. You're their coach, not their savior. So here's the reality. Some people won't change no matter how much you want to help. So brutal truth number 1 is stop trying to save everyone. Here's what you should do instead. Don't waste your time chasing clients who've already checked out. Focus on those who show up, do the work, and want to grow. That's where you'll make the biggest impact. And that brings me to the next brutal truth. Brutal truth number 2, running a coaching business is simple until your brain makes it complicated. So when a client ghosts you or bails last minute or promises to sign up and then vanishes, it hurts. I've seen great coaches spiral just because of one client disappeared. Don't let that be you. If you take every no-show or rejection to heart, you're setting yourself up for failure. So you need to stop taking things like this so personally. Instead, just develop a thick skin. Business will knock you down sometimes, but that's just the price you pay for entrepreneurship. And instead of taking each setback personally, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? Brutal truth number 3, there will be days, sometimes weeks, or even months when it feels like nothing's working. You'll start questioning everything. Is this ever going to work? Am I really cut out to be a coach? Or should I just crawl back to my old corporate job? You're not alone. Every coach hits this wall. Things are going to take longer than you think. And when my clients spiral and they get stuck in this pattern, here's what I tell them. If in doubt, just zoom out because business is like a roller coaster. Some days you're on top of the world and other days you're hanging on for dear life. It never truly gets any easier. I believe you just get better at riding the ups and downs of business. And things are going to take longer than you think because the next brutal truth is success as a coach is 90% mindset and 10% strategy. Most of the time, what looks like a business problem is actually just a mindset story that you're telling yourself, such as, I can't charge that much, or no one will buy from me, or if I grow, I'll lose control. But stories, they're just that. They're just stories. And the best part, like you can change them. So the next time that you feel stuck, remember every day we are telling ourselves stories. So just make sure you're telling yourself a helpful one. So let me ask you a question. Why should someone buy your coaching services? It's because you're able to help them solve their problems faster than they could on their own, right? But when it comes to ourselves, for some reason, we don't follow that same thought pattern. We try to figure things out on our own, even though we could just hire a coach to help us solve our problems faster. That's why if you are a coach, you need to have a coach yourself. It really is that simple, and there's no excuse. I tried to muddle through things on my own for a while, and the single best thing that I ever did was hire someone who was further ahead than me, someone who had already solved the problems that I was facing. And here's the funny thing, I am not just saying this so you'll come and work with me. Honestly, if watching this video makes you think, Sean, you're right, and you go and hire a competitor of mine, then good. Because trying to figure this business stuff out on your own is just another way of you self-sabotaging. After all, if you expect your clients to invest in themselves and get help from you, you should be doing the same. Now, even if you start getting a coach, you'll never, ever get rid of this next brutal truth. So back in June of 2023, I was on a call with a potential client. He asked me at the end of the call, so Sean, what's the price to work with you? Now, at the time, I'd been selling a 3-month coaching program for £3,000. But that week, 4 people in a row had said no. I was getting my ass kicked. I told you business was a roller coaster. Anyway, it was 5 a.m. and this was the only time that he could talk. I was exhausted, frustrated, and honestly, I was just over it. So instead of pitching my usual price, I went for it. £4,000, I said. He replied, great, how can I pay? Now, I felt on top of the world for about an hour. But then as soon as we started working together, the doubt crept in. I felt like a total fraud. I prepped for every single session like a maniac, just desperate to make sure that he got his money's worth. Because no one had ever paid me that much before. You'll forever feel like an imposter. And honestly, if you don't, you're not playing a big enough game. It's that simple. But here's what I tell my clients when they feel like imposters too. Value is in the eye of the beholder. It doesn't matter how much someone pays you. If they find value in your service, that's all that counts. For this client, it wasn't just the coaching. He wanted my perspective, my book recommendations, and he wanted to hear how I'd handle things as a coach. And at the end of every single call, I would ask him, what's the most valuable thing that you got from today? And his answers reassured that he was getting everything he needed, even though I felt like a fraud. Now, the next lesson will show you how to get clients that keep coming back for more of your services and recommend you to other people. So, if I tell you I'm going to give you a Rolex for $10, but instead I actually give you a Hello Kitty watch, would you be happy? Probably not. But that's what so many coaches are doing these days. Too many coaches just overpromise to close the sale, get that quick dopamine hit when the Stripe payment comes in. Then they don't deliver what they said they would. Don't be that person. Instead, act as if every single client will only pay you if you blow them away. It's simple, but it will completely change how you show up as a coach. So always under promise and over deliver. And speaking of clients, here's another brutal truth. Always survey them for feedback. Your current clients are the best source of honest, useful feedback. So don't just ask, did you enjoy it? Go deeper with them. Ask them questions that get real answers that you can use to actually improve your coaching program. And even when you do make your program better, here's the kicker. There will still be coaches out there with less experience than you, making more money than you. But you can change that if you click this video here, and I'll show you how to do it step by step.